I will never be buying another Texas Pride dump trailer, or most likely another Texas Pride trailer in general. Now, you may be wondering why. Maybe you've heard good things, maybe you've heard bad things. But what I'm sure you have seen, if you've seen any of their ads, they're saying buy factory direct, save thousands, overbuilt, not overpriced, yada yada yada. Well, you're not. They're not that much cheaper than these other shoes that I'm going to show you here. And you're not saving thousands because you're buying factory direct. You're saving thousands because they're using thinner steel, they have weaker frames, they have less material, and they're just not built as well. That's why you're saving a little bit of money. So if we take a look at it here, we have a C channel on this tongue portion, then just some square frame on the main frame. Look at something like this PJ over here. It's a full one-piece I-beam frame all the way back, 8-inch, super solid. And then you come over to this Iron Bull over here. Also, I believe this is just a 6-inch I-beam frame on the tongue portion. And then on the main frame, this is not a one-piece, but still I-beam all the way back. If you look at the good cross supports on this one actually has square tubing supporting the bed. This on the Texas Pride only has the 2 cross supports. And then this is C channel supporting the bed, which is not terrible. I believe the PJ is also C channel on the bed supports, but so far this trailer's holding up a lot better. You have quite a few cross supports on this one. Again, I believe this is C channel on those supports. And then just look at the size on the toolbox. So we'll go over price in a second, but toolbox quite large. Toolbox on this Texas Pride, they weld this up. It's just some diamond plate that they weld up. Over there on the on the Iron Bull, it also has a pretty large toolbox. And that also has this area up here to throw extra stuff if you need it. So let's go over price. Now, prices up and down, a lot of different fluctuations. But so I bought one of these all within the past year. I have a few of these Iron Bulls. Bought one for like 10.5, another one for 11, and another one for like 11.5. I think right now, currently, they're around 12 or a little over 12. This Texas Pride was like 999 or whatever. It was like 10 grand. You can find them a little less. It's a 14-foot, 4-foot wall. So you can find them a little bit less if they're short 3-foot walls, or if they're like only 12-foot, or sometimes they have better deals. But that's about what this one cost. This PJ just bought within the past couple months. That one was just over 12. So again, not that big of a difference. If you're already going to be spending 10 grand, you're talking about $2,000 more or so, depending. And, where do you get that value? You get it in thicker sidewalls. You get it in a stronger frame. You get it in a bigger toolbox. You get it in a lot of different ways. A better tarp system. I hate their tarp system. I've already had to fix it once. It's not really the system. It's just this one. This one's kind of exposed too, but it has better supports. This one's pretty exposed. Look at the Iron Bull. It's completely encased in that metal there, so it keeps it protected from being hit. This one's just broke on me already. This one's a little bit stronger. So that's the only reason I say I hate the tarp system. But yeah, in terms of price, you're not spending that much more money, and you're getting a way better trailer, and honestly a way better value compared to what you're getting. Now, the reason I'm dogging on this trailer so much, you might be like, oh, well, if it works, right? Well, the frame on this trailer is currently bent. So I'll drop it down for you real quick, and I will show you. It's kind of hard to tell right now. You can kind of tell, but we're going to drop it down. And I've already tried to go through their customer service, and they pretty much said, screw you. They didn't actually say that, but they're like, we don't believe you overloaded it, but your load shifted while you were using it, and that's what caused the frame to bend, or whatever. So it was well within its limits, and I have loaded that trailer and that trailer way more than I've ever loaded this trailer. And I can see the frame won't drop all the way down. You can see the camera real quick. If you look, if it'll focus, you can see the frame is bent on that backside. So, quite lovely. They said, it'll be like $3,600 or whatever to get it fixed, but, for me, to make me happy, they'll only charge $2,500, $2,600, whatever. So, kind of sucks. I mean, I'm gonna have to get it fixed either way. It makes me money. I need it. You know, even if I was like, screw it, I'll sell it. No one's gonna buy it like this. They'd have to pay to get it fixed. So, I regretted buying this trailer the week that I bought it, or the day that I brought it home, because, you know, when I was there, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. You know, it looks all right. And then I brought it and set it next to my other trailers. I'm like, dang, you know, I should have just spent a little bit of extra money. I was like, I'll save a little bit of money, and you know, I like testing out the different brands to begin with. You know, I've heard good things, I've heard some bad things, but I was hoping it would be nice and that it would work and whatever. But piece of junk, and they're not standing behind it. Again, it's a heavy duty dump trailer that is built like this, not heavy duty. You have all these other dump trailers built way more heavy duty. Again, they're a little bit more, but if you're advertising and, you know, the backbone of your business is we're selling factory direct so you could save money, and we're overbuilding these trailers and not overpricing them. If that is your marketing, and then you can park any of your trailers next to another company and see that that's completely false, I don't know. Seems kind of sketch. But I wouldn't buy one. I wouldn't recommend them. This PJ I love. This is my newest one. Iron Bull used to be what I stood by. I still stand by them. They're great trailers. But this PJ I just like a lot better. I like the one-piece frame. It makes the whole box a little bit lower, so when you're loading with equipment, it makes it a little bit easier. And it's not all the way up right now, but they actually have a 5-stage piston in this. If you look up a video about the new PJ DT trailers, it's 5-stage. It can tilt up a little bit higher of an angle than most of the other ones. Has a slant on the front. Really nice trailer. I might make a deeper video about those, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend buying another Texas Pride or a Texas Pride in general, and I won't be buying another Texas Pride in general. But might be making a video about me taking it up there, see how it goes, see if I can talk to them some more, and see if we can get it work out. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.